are live again. So, uh, one little note. So, yesterday I did a bit of a flying walk. So, if I go to ARC-AGI and I look at the commits, so one of the things that we realized yesterday is so we had two naming conventions. One is draw, and then what we want to draw, and then fill what we wanted to fill. And so I unified everything to draw, so it's draw for each now. And the other is like we had like version with ignore outside and version without ignore outside. And so what I did was to add a new option in ignore outside to every draw function. And so this way, like by default, I actually don't want to ignore because I want to actually throw if we're out of bounds. But I think it's going to be useful to have like this option. And so now I can just pass it for anyone that we want. So let me go to my channel, stream manager. Perfect. So now let's get back to building. So, okay, I don't need this. Okay, so we did this one yesterday. So that was pretty easy. So now let's go to this one. Perfect. So, okay, what is this one about? So it seems that we have like some shapes, and then we're going to like start combining those shapes. Okay, so we have like this one that turns into this one, and then this one like goes next to it, and then next one goes next to it. And the way we know it's going next to it is the gray one need to touch. So we need to know the Y position of the gray one, and then put it next to it. And so there seems to be three. No, actually there's four here. Okay, so shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard to do. So, training, let's create a new one. So yarn tests, and this one is, yep, the new one. Okay. Oh, it's a nasty one? Okay. That seems pretty easy to me, but maybe it's not. We'll see how it goes. So this is 7 by 3, 9 by 3. Okay, so it's all different. And so we don't actually want to copy matrix. Oh, interesting. So the size is actually also different. So the size, okay. So, okay, it's probably like a bit more tricky. So we actually don't want to do any of them yet. So, const shapes equals, so shape any color this time. Extract any color. Why? Okay, this is killing me. Extract, oh, okay. So maybe what's happening is it finds this when it's actually loaded. Ooh, okay. So draw line. So draw line doesn't find it. So now if I open draw line, so now it's opened. And so now if I do draw line, okay, okay, finally I understand now like how it's working. So I need to have it open in my tabs and recently, so that it can actually like find like extract the types and everything. Okay, this is pretty bad, but okay, we'll do it. So okay, so extract any color shape. Okay, so now we know all of the shapes, and so it seems like the width is going to be the width of all of the shapes combined. So and so filter shape.color is not 0. S.color is not 0. So now we're going to get all of the shapes. So now what we want, okay, so now the const width equal, so we want shapes, so math.sum, is there math.sum? No. okay, so we want shapes dot map shapes, so shape s dot width, and we want to sum this. Sum array JavaScript. Okay. And add, yeah, okay. Up. A, B, A, B. Okay. So, and now the output is going to be, so it's going to be the width. So the width is going to be the width, and the height is always going to be 3. So width and 3. Okay. So now we have our output. So now this is good. So now we want to iterate on the shapes from left to right. So now what I want is to have sort shape is going to be A. So A, B, and we want A dot X minus B dot X. Okay. So it's going to sort by the X. So we're going to have this one, then this one, then this one. So, yep, I think what we can do is start iterating over the shapes and then putting this one. Oh, interesting, but so now we need to keep track of the, so we need to keep track of like where, like which offset we put. Okay. So for let I equals 0, I before shapes dot length plus I. So actually I equals 1. So we start with the, yep, so I'm going to place them all. Yep. And then for the color, this is when we're going to copy them. Then we're going to use the color. Okay. So yep. So now we want, okay, so we want to find the gray, the position of the gray one for each of them. Okay, so let current left equals shape 0 dot width plus 1. So 0, 1, 2, no, actually the current width. Okay, so we want to find the left at which it's going to be. And then, so now we want to get the position. So const previous shape equals shapes dot I minus 1. Const shape equals shapes dot I. Okay, so const previous gray equals previous shape dot find, and so this is going to be a pixels, and so we want p dot x equal shape previous shape dot x plus previous shape dot width minus 1, and we want p dot color. Okay, so it's going to be input of p dot y p dot x equals, and gray is 5. Okay, so previous gray is going to be this, const current gray equal, and so this is going to be shape, and so it's going to be shape.x. Okay, so this one what's going to do is going to find the previous shape and the one on the rightmost pixel, and it's going to be a gray, so it's going to be this one, and then this one is going to be the leftmost, that's a gray, so this one. Okay, so now we have the two grays, and so now the height is going to be, let height delta is going to be current gray dot y minus previous gray dot y. And so we're going to do plus equal. So let equal 0. Okay, so this means that in this case, like, it's going to be -1, and then when we're going to be there, this is going to be +1, so it's going to -1 plus 1 equals 0. So it's going to be back to the previous one. Okay, so now this is good. So now what we can do is to start printing. So this is going to be copy some, so const color equals so this is going to be let color, and so we're going to look at the current shape for each and for the pixel. So if it's going to be the input dot pixel dot y pixel dot x is not equals to 5, then color equals to this one. Okay, perfect. And so now we can copy some matrix, and so input, output, so x1 equals shape dot x, y1 equals shape dot y. And so now in the output, so x2 is going to be current left, and y2 is going to be shape dot y plus height delta. And width is going to be shape dot width, and the height is going to be shape dot height, and color is going to be color. Okay, so now I think it's going to work. So of course it's not going to work right now, but I think the algorithm is there. So let's see what happened. Okay, T1. So, oh yeah, I didn't do the first one, and I don't, and so I need to increase current left. Okay, and so current left plus equal shape dot width. Okay, so the height delta is minus. Okay, so this is good. And so now I just need to copy the first one. So now I just need to copy the first one. And so shapes 0, and I just need to do that. And so x1 shape, x2 shape dot x, shape dot y. Let shape equal shapes 0, color. Okay, so this is working, and this is working. Nice. Do I have console? Nope. Okay, well, that's that was not too hard. Perfect. So okay, 30 minutes was one of the longer one, but yeah, that was a fun one to do. So next one. Okay, so now I need to cross this and this, and cross this and this, and then from there I need to find the intersections, and then put them in red. There's only two. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to find the two. I'm going to draw the lines, and then I'm going to figure out what the intersections are. Cool, let's do it. Back. So, 47. Okay, so we're going to, yeah, we can copy the output. Okay, so count shapes, shapes equals extract shapes inputs, and so now and so we want to filter s.color is not 0. Okay, and so now shapes that for each shape, and so now we want to draw two lines. So we want to draw line. So the output, so x1 equal shape.x, y1 equals 0. And so how big is this? It's 9 by 9. Okay. And so x2 equals shape.x, y2 equal 8. And then we want the color to be shape.color. Okay. And so now this is this one, and the other one is shape.y, shape.y, and so this is going to be 8, and this is going to be 0. So now, what are you doing? Okay, so output, okay, so this is going to be the output. Okay, cool. And so now what I want is to swap the other ones. So we want output of shapes 0.x dot y shapes 1.x equals red is 2, I think, 2. And then we want 1, 0 to be 2. Row.map. No, why? Oh yeah, okay. So up. It's my fault. Thank you, Pretia, for telling me it wasn't correct. And now it's working. And yeah, perfect. So this was an easy one. So now let's get to the next one. So this is 0, this is 1, 1. Oh, okay, I get it. So there's the red, and there's the red, and if you can go from the red to the red, like if there's a path between the two, then you're good. If there's no path between the two, like if there's no path between the two, so you're black, and if there's a path between the two, then you are blue. Okay, so I need to, so okay, so this one is easy, but I need to implement a shortest path algorithm. So let's get started. Up. Okay, so what we need is const extract shapes input const shapes equals extract shape, the input dot filter shape s dot color equals red. Oops. Okay. And so now what we want is to do a shortest path. So let's to-dos equals shapes 1. And so we have x and y. Okay. So shapes 1. Okay. So to do, we're going to have all of the pixels in the first shape. Well, it doesn't matter which one, but so we have all of the pixels in this one. And so does it work in diagonal? No, it doesn't count diagonal. Okay. So now while to-dos dot length is more than 0, so we're going to pop one to-do. To-do equals to the pop. So we're going to remove it. And then we want to have visited. Let visited equals an empty one. Okay, so now what we want to do is for each just side. Do I have for each side? For each side, yeah, I have for each side. So I just need to import it. Import for each side from for each side. And so now it's going to give x and y. And so if so const color equals, so it's going to be input dot to do dot y plus y and to do dot x plus x. And so if visited so if visited, so okay, so if color is not equal, okay, so if color is equal to 2, then const so found path equals to true. So let found path equals to false. And so okay, and so we do something with found path. Okay. And so found path equals to false, and because if we true, like we just need to like stop. We don't need to continue anymore. Okay. Else if color equals to 0, no, not equals to, equals to the blue one. Blue is 8. So if it's equal to 8, so if it's equal to 8, we do to-dos that push x equals to to-do dot x plus x and y to-do dot y plus y. Okay, that's good. And so if visited, so if visited to-do dot x plus to-do dot y, then we continue and we set visited, so we have visited now. And so now we visit each side, okay? And so output is going to be a build matrix of 1, 1. Nice. I love it when it's actually useful. And so if found path output dot 0 dot 0 is equal to 8. And that's it. Okay. So for each side, if the color, otherwise we push, and then when we extract we check visited. Okay, so that should be working. So now let's see. 48. Extract shapes extract shapes. Oh, so we want okay, so we want if is inside what it's called, is pixel outside matrix so it's going to be, and this one is going to be second, and so the first one is the input. Okay, so continue. So if it's outside, we return, and if it's inside, okay. Okay, so okay, so this is not correct. So 5 is not correct. So why is it not correct? And so shapes at 0. Okay, so let's see which one is actually looking into to do. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. So it's actually using those to check. So okay. And so I need to make sure it's not one of the shape. How do I do this elegantly? How can I do it? So okay, so I can do let is start equals this, so shapes.0 dot for each pixel, oops, and so what we can do is start p.x plus p.y equals to true, and so we want not is start of to do and so this is going to be up plus okay, so now it's working, and now it's working. Okay, nice. So yeah, took me a bit of time to do it, but I'm happy it wasn't too bad. So okay, 10 minutes. So let's go to the next one. Okay. So we want to find the smallest shape, I guess. Yep, I think this is going to be the smallest shape. Yep. Okay, so it's going to be the smallest shape. And so we already had a copy shape. I forgot which number it was. One where we just had to copy. So it was, come on, I have this one. So it was 36. 36. So I just need to copy 36. Okay, 36. Actually, I don't need this. So this one is going to be 36, but in this case, is going to be the smallest one. So, and equals undefined, and so this is going to be ss dot length is superior to s dot length. Okay, so it's not 0, it's not the same, and ss dot length is dot color is not 0. Okay. So now let's try this one. 49. Okay, T1. So the output is the, okay, so this is the opposite. And now it's working, and now it's working. Perfect. Next. So, okay, so this one, we are we're drawing lines between all of the segments that are either like horizontal or vertical. Okay. So, okay, so this is going to be should be relatively easy as well. Okay, so let's do the next one. So for this first, we're going to const shapes equals extract shapes of the input dot filter, and so s dot color is not 0, and oops, okay, and so now shapes dot for each. So we have one shape. Okay, so we copy matrix, and so now what we want is to find the other points. So other shape equal shapes dot find, and so we want the shape not, so the other shape not to be equal to the shape, and s dot x equals shape dot x, or s dot y equals shape dot y. Okay, so now we find the other shape, which is either horizontally or vertically. And so now if shape dot x equals other shape dot x, so if they are all on the like the vertical one, so now what we do is draw line, and so x is the shape. Okay, so x1 is shape dot x, x2 is shape dot x, so y1 is shape dot y, and y2 is other shape dot y, and the color is green, so 3. And for this, now we need the output. Okay. So, tac. So Itamar, the overlapping shapes, I want to have visible boxes or full boxes. Yeah. Yeah, for the previous one, Itamar, I don't. So this was on this one. So I actually don't know that the overlaps really matter. What they wanted was the smallest one. And this is like something with this particular puzzle is I have absolutely no clue like if my interpretation is right, but the tests are passing, so I assume like this is good, but yeah. And so for Bigfoot, so what is the timer for? So I'm trying to build to solve all of the ARC-AGI problems, and there's like 400 of them that are easy and 400 of them that are hard, and so I'm trying to figure out each one like how long I'm taking. So I'm like around like a few minutes to like 10 minutes for the hard ones, so I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so color 3. So now let's just try this to see T1, okay, it's not defined. Import draw line. Okay, so input, output. Okay, so it drew y1, the shape. Okay, so it's not good. Oh, the parenthesis is not in the right place. Okay. So now there's no vertical, so this is expected. So let's see one with the vertical. Okay. So now, yep. So now what I need to do is the +1. And so, yep, the issue is, okay. So, yep. So if, so it's so what I need to do is like do a +1 and a -1, but if they are swapped, then it's not going to work. So, but I'm going to go through the two, so I can just discard one. I don't know if it makes sense, but so if shape.y is more than other shape.y, then continue, yeah, return. So we want to skip this one, and so now it's going to be +1 and -1. So now this one should pass, and so now like all of the horizontal should fail, and so now I just need to copy paste this. Okay, so I can just do and is below. Okay, and so now we copy this, and so y, x, x, and so now this is going to be shape.x +1, other shape -1, and y, and shape.y. Perfect, so now it should pass. So the same y, we draw line, other shape, what? Okay, so this is number 8. So how does 8 look like? I don't have an 8. 40, oh, 50. Test 8. What? What is this? Okay, so let's just comment it so we can print what. Okay, return. So what is the 8? Oh, okay, okay. So this one doesn't, wait. Okay, so this one doesn't have another one, so if other shape equals undefined, then we return. Okay, and so now, perfect, this is working. Do I have any? I need to remove this, and we are good. Nice. I'm glad that you're having fun, Itamar. So, okay, so next one. Next one. So we did this one. Next. Okay, so looks like we are going to do a pew pew gun. That's fun. So we need to find the lone one, and then we need to find the orientation of like the gun. So I think for this one, what we can do is extract shape. So we're going to get this one and this one, and then we take the one that's like the one that's the shape that has only one element, and then we can look if this is the same x as the as the shape. So if it's on the left side, then we pew pew to the right. If it's on the top side, then we pew pew to the bottom. If it's on the right side, we pew pew to the left, etc. Okay, should be easy. So I think they need to, they should have like names to those. So like this is the pew pew one. But yeah, let's do it. Okay. Oops, I don't want to test. I want to create a new test, please. Okay. So 51. So we're going to copy matrix. So const shapes equals extract shapes input const single shape equals shapes dot find s dot length equals 1 and const outer shape equals shapes dot find s dot length is not equals to 1 and s dot color is not equals to 0. Okay, so now if single shape dot x equals outer shape dot x, so if it's on the left side, then we draw a line. So output color equals single shape dot color. So y1 equal single shape dot y, y2 equals single shape dot y. So x1 equals, so this is going to be outer shape dot x plus outer shape dot width, and x2 is going to be the width. So get width of the inputs. Okay. So now this should, so this one, the number 1 should work. So let's see, 51, T1. Why? Import get line from, okay, draw line. Okay, so now it's going one more, so -1. Nice. Okay, so now I need to actually do the other ones. So now let's do the y dot y, and so this is going to be y1 y2 x1 x2 dot x dot x, and so it's going to be crap. So this one is going to be get height, input -1, and y1 is going to be shape dot y plus shape dot height and xx. Okay, so now that should be 2 passing, and so now I need to figure out the other ones. So now if the y equals plus outer shape dot height -1, so this doesn't change, and so now the first one is 0 and the second one is outer shape -1. So now 3 should be passing. Nope. Okay, so if the single shape dot y equals outer shape dot y plus out of shape -1, okay, so this should be this one, so it should be T2. Okay, and so are we even coming here? Console.log here. Nope, we're not, so maybe not -1. Okay, console.log single shape.y outer shape.y outer shape.height. Oh, made a typo, sorry. Cool, okay, so this one is working, and so now they're all working, but I want to like make sure, like do all of them, and so, oops. So now, oops, terminals, okay. So now I want to also fix this one. So now it's going to be shape plus outer shape dot height width -1. So x, okay, so here what I want is all of this to be x's and all of this to be y's, and so get height, and no, actually this one should be 0 and this one should be the y -1. Okay, so now this is working, boom. Okay, 7 minutes. So next one. So I have 10 more minutes, so I should be able to do this one. Okay, so what is happening here? Why, what? Okay, so we just want to, so all of the shapes that are like 1 wide and 3, 1 height and 3 wide, then we want to like gray them out. Okay, well, this one is going to be super simple. 52. So output. So now it's actually not copy matrix. Oh, yeah. So const shapes equals extract shapes of the input. And is there any diagonal? Yeah, actually, yeah, that's fine. So now we want shapes.filter s dot width equals 3 and s dot height equals 1 dot map dot for each shape. And so now we want to copy submatrix. So input, output. So the input is going to be, actually I can just draw line, yeah. Draw line, output. So x1, does it also do vertical ones? No, it's just horizontal ones, okay. So x1 equals 0, x2 equals 3, 2, y1 equal shape dot y, y2 equals shape dot y, and then color equals gray, which is 5. Okay, so does it work? It works, perfect. So this one was super easy. So next. Okay, so we just copy the shape 1 down. Is it just that submit? Yep, okay, we just copy the shape 1 down. Okay, so this one is also going to be very easy. Okay, so const shapes equals extract shapes of the input, and so now we so actually const shape dot find is it, yep, it's always a shape, s dot color is not equal to 0. Now we copy submatrix of the input, the output, width shape dot width, height shape dot height, and then so x1 equals shape dot x, y1 shape.y, and so x2 shape.x and y2 shape.y plus 1, and no color, no nothing. Okay. And so output is we build an empty matrix. Yep. And so now if we go there, 53. Yep, those are passing. Boom, done. Okay, next. Okay, so what is this doing? What is this doing? Okay, so here we have some sort of a shape. And then we put it here, we copy the shape here, and then we extend the pew pew. Okay, and there's a background color. Okay. And so this one, and so we extend the pew pew inside of the shape which is outside of here. Okay. And then what is, and so this one, okay, so we don't extend the pew pew here. So we only pew pew if there's two of them. Okay. So this one is going to be like, I don't have in, I have only 4 minutes, so I won't have the time. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress for today. So we did 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, that's really good. And so, yep, we are Friday. So actually, next week I'm going to be like out, so I'm going to restart the week after. So thanks for watching. I feel like I'm getting in a rhythm and like it's more fun. So hopefully people you enjoy. So if you have any comments, please, like usually on the live stream, or if you are looking from YouTube, like feel free to post comment there. And thank you so much, and see you next time.